Right, what is going on, guys? And today I've got a question for all you filmmakers out there. So I like to use my Nokia Lumia camera on my phone as a B camera, and to be honest, in a few different ways it's actually better than my DSLR because of the better technology in video codecs and sensors. So my question is, what do you use for a B camera, and is it something like a smartphone or something with a similar type of sensor? Now I'm going to show you some video clips I took at the weekend. Now it was meant to be for a video, but I became ill and it just didn't really work in the end. But it shows you a bit of a test of dynamic range and sharpness between DSLR and Nokia Lumia. And I have actually done a video like that before, but this one's a bit more specific to B cameras and sensor types. Now this is a clip from the DSLR, and I think it's done surprisingly well because there's a huge difference in contrast between the shadows in the wooden arbor and the highlights which are shining onto my face and the table in front of me. And when I try and grade this, it is a bit of a struggle because of that high contrast difference. Now this sets a good benchmark for us to compare the phone with. And to be fair, the mics on the Lumia 920 actually sound better than the D3100s. Now it's interesting because actually I should have looked over that clip. There was obviously a huge problem with dynamic range of the Lumia 920. I'm editing it right now. And maybe that was too much for it, but I think for this scenario, it handles lower light dynamic range, I reckon, better than the D3100 DSLR. Maybe its sensor has better dynamic range at higher ISOs, and that's what I've been noticing because most of my vlogs are in poorly lit locations, and maybe that's where it pulls through better. One thing I have noticed on the scale here is that the 920 on the right has highlight detail above the threshold of 100, which means, in plain terms, it actually retains the highlight detail in the file, so it can pull a little bit back. But with the D3100, that's a really ugly clip of me, sorry. With the D3100, everything is baked in, and you can't grade it properly. And I think maybe when when the exposure's right on the 920, it's an easier one to grade. I hope that example gives you an idea of what I'm dealing with, and yeah, so what do you use for a B camera, and do you think the 920 is a good B camera? I think it is, considering it's a phone as well. I do use it as a phone, and I didn't buy it as a B camera, but I've been finding myself using it because of the autofocus and the codec. I like the codec. So that's all from me. See ya.